Welcome to this video from the Carleton University Library on using Ulrichsweb to find hard-to-find sources. Sometimes we're looking for a hard-to-find source. It could be hard to find for any number of reasons. For example, maybe it's because it's a popular source, or maybe it's because we're looking for articles that are older and were published a while ago. Whatever the reason, we're looking for a source that is hard to find. The good news is that the library subscribes to Ulrichsweb, a database that may help us discover such hard-to-find sources. This video introduces a two-step process for using Ulrichsweb to find hard-to-find sources. Step 1. Use the Abstracting Indexing menu in Ulrichsweb to identify a library database that gives access to a hard-to-find publication. And Step 2. Do a search in the second database to find articles in the hard-to-find source. In this case, we will use Ulrichsweb and Gale Academic OneFile to search for articles in Ms. Magazine. We'll start on the library homepage at library.carleton.ca. Note that this video is recorded on a desktop, and the view of the website will be different if you're working on a laptop, tablet, or mobile phone. To do a search in Ulrichsweb, click on Databases underneath the main search field. Use the alphabet and click on U for Ulrichsweb. Let's click on the Details link. On the Details page, we can see that Ulrichsweb is a source of bibliographic and access information for over 300,000 serials. This means that a search in Ulrichsweb gives us information such as where a journal or magazine is published, whether it is peer-reviewed or not, and which database can be used to search for articles found in a given publication. Clicking on the hyperlink title takes us into the database itself. Note that if we're off campus, we will have to log in with our Carleton login and password. Let's say that we want to know the names of databases in which articles from Ms. Magazine are indexed, that is, listed and/or accessed. Ms. Magazine is a popular American feminist magazine that has been available since the 1970s. We're particularly interested in articles from the 1980s and 1990s. We can find back issues of Ms. Magazine by scrolling to the bottom of the website, clicking on Back Issues, and then choosing the time period in which we're interested. The difficulty here is that if we want to access back issues from the website, we will have to pay for them. We can search the library collection for issues of Ms. Magazine from the 1980s and 1990s. Back on the library homepage, we can click on Journals underneath the main search field and enter the name of the magazine in the Journal search field. Then we'll click on the green search magnifying glass. We can see that the library does subscribe to Ms. Magazine. If we click on the hyperlink title, we can see that the magazine is available in print and microform, and that the print copies are available back to the first issue. However, there is no indication that these issues are available through the library in digital form. So we'll go back to Ulrichsweb and do a search. In Ulrichsweb, we have the option of doing a simple or an advanced search. Let's do a simple search for Ms. Magazine, and we'll put the name of the publication in the main search field. Then we will click on the green search icon in the far right-hand corner of the field. Ms. Magazine is published by Liberty Media for Women, so we will click on the third publication in the results list. Now let's click on the Basic Description menu. The Basic Description provides us with essential information about the magazine, including the fact that it is abstracted and indexed. Being abstracted means that a publication is described in a database. Being indexed means that we can retrieve information from the publication by doing a search in a given database. Now we will scroll down to the Abstracting and Indexing menu. Here, we can identify databases in which it's possible to find articles published in Ms. Magazine. In this case, we will go to databases published by Gale, and we will choose Gale Academic OneFile because we recognize that it is in the library collection. Note that we might have to try several databases to find articles from the period in which we're interested, because not all databases that index a publication may index for the dates in which we're interested. Now that we've identified a database in which we wish to search, we'll return to the library homepage, and underneath the main search field, we will click on the Databases link. Using the alphabet at the top, we will click on G for Gale, and then we will choose the link to Gale Databases. Here we will then click on the link Gale Academic OneFile. Under the main search field, we will click on Publication Search. Then we will put Ms. Magazine in the search field and click on Search. We get one result and we'll click on the hyperlink title Ms. Magazine. Publishing information about the magazine is found on this page, as well as a date drop-down menu from which we can choose the years we wish to search. The date drop-down menu is located in the left-hand navigation, and when we click on the drop-down arrow, we can see that Academic OneFile provides access to issues of Ms. Magazine going back to the late 1970s. It looks like we'll have to search for articles from each year separately, but at least we now know we can do this kind of search in this database. If you have questions about using Ulrichsweb, Gale Academic OneFile, or other databases for searching for sources, you can ask questions using Ask a Librarian, our virtual reference desk, or you can contact your subject specialist or librarian directly. To recap, this video from the Carleton University Library introduces a two-step process for using Ulrichsweb to find hard-to-find sources. Step 1. Use the Abstracting Indexing menu in Ulrichsweb to identify a library database in which to search for and access articles in a specific publication. And Step 2. Do a search in the second database to find articles in the hard-to-find source. In this case, we used Ulrichsweb and Gale Academic OneFile to search for articles in Ms. Magazine. This is the end of this video.